Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Youth Man. Today's going to be an exciting video because we're going to be doing an unboxing and a brief overview of Anthem's flagship 11.2 channel receiver, the mighty MRX 1120. Now, before we get into the video, if you're into home theater, audio, and video, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you'll be notified when the next video drops. Now, before we get into the unboxing, I just want to give a big thanks and shout out to Anthem for sending me the 1120 to review for you guys. I'll have it for about 60 days to go through its features, to run through their ARC room correction, which I'm really excited about. Supposedly, the ARC rivals that of Odyssey, so I'm really excited to share with you guys my experience with that, as well as how I think it performs here in my theater. So what are we waiting for? Let's get to the unboxing. All right, let's go ahead and get this box opened up here for us. Now inside the box, in a separate box, we actually have Anthem's calibration microphone as well as a cool little tripod, so we'll be checking that out. Now Anthem, one of the things that they're well known for is their ARC room correction software, so I'm really excited to get that set up and see how it compares to Odyssey. So we'll go ahead and open this up. I'll tell you what, we're going to lay this off to the side, then we'll open up the box in just a second. Inside here, we've got the remote control, as well as some batteries, and either some paperwork or maybe the manual, not sure here. So we'll take a look at that in a little bit. Set that off to the side. Scoot this to the middle. All right. Looks like they tucked the power cord right here in the front, so we'll lay that off to the side. And then we're gonna pull this outside the box here. Now man, this thing's got some weight to it, which is always a good thing. Typically with larger amplifier receivers, you're gonna have a lot of weight to it, which is always a great thing. Let's get this turned around. This is probably the front over here. Nope, front's on this side. So I'll turn that around. I'm gonna put my hand underneath it to lift up, to remove these. There we go. Pull this tape off of here. I don't want to rip this, so I'm going to try to just slide it out. So I'm going to lift up on the bottom. You can definitely feel that this right side here, your left, has all the weight, so that's where the amplification is. There we go. I always try to take real good care of my packaging. You know, in this case, I'll be returning this to Anthem after the review period, unless I decide to buy it. But in your case, I always try to, but regardless, I always try to keep all the packaging just like it was. That way, in case if I ever sell it or have to move, I've got the original packaging. So there it is, the Anthem MRX 1120. I'm just going to pull this plastic off the front here. Nice, super clean look. Almost has kind of an industrial look to it. Definitely digging that. So let's get it on the table. Let's take a little look around. The front face of the MRX 1120 is beautifully designed and well laid out. You can see on the far left we've got our navigation buttons to navigate through the various menus, buttons for setup, dim, mode, level, zone, as well as inputs. Over on the far right we have our main master volume selection. Down on the bottom left we have an access panel that gives us access to the headphone input, an HDMI input, as well as a USB for firmware updates. Then at the bottom right we have our main power on and off, as well as our zone 2 on and off. Okay, if we flip over to the back, up at the very top we see 7 HDMI inputs as well as 2 HDMI outputs. Over to the right of that we've got a network connection as well as an option for a USB to be able to update the firmware. We have several analog inputs as well as optical and coax inputs. We have a trigger output that will allow us to activate and turn on and off an external amplifier. RS-232 to be able to control it through things like Control 4. Over on the far left we have 2 subwoofer outputs as well as pre-outs for all 11 channels. That'll allow you later on down the road, if you want to add an external amplifier for various channels, you have the freedom to do that. And then at the bottom we have a vertical array of speaker outputs. Now, one thing I already like about the Anthem product is that they include the ARC1M Anthem Room Correction System. Now, this system is going to give you everything that you need, including a legitimate microphone stand, as well as the microphone itself and the cables necessary to connect it to your computer. So let's go and open this up. Okay, inside the box we've got a standard Cat 5 cable right here. We'll just lay that off to the side. Over here we have a standard USB cable. Okay, we'll lay that off to the side. Down here we have Anthem's calibration microphone. Slide that out. Just see what that looks like here. Right there. So it says ARC Anthem. Pretty cool looking. Right back here is where we plug in our USB cable. So lay that off to the side. And one thing I really like is Anthem has chosen to include a legitimate tripod. Now, a lot of other manufacturers like Denon and Marantz do include a cardboard microphone, but Anthem chose to include an actual metal tripod, which is great. So we're going to go ahead and open that up. Nice. I like it already. Now, one thing I found with some of the tripods that are included in some other by some other manufacturers is you really can't angle it. The tripod sticks straight up in the air and you're kind of limited on that. You can adjust height, but you do not have the flexibility to adjust angle and exact positioning of where you want your microphone. So I'm going to zoom this out a little bit so we can see it set up. So down here at the bottom we've got 3 legs that just extend just by lifting those up. Then over here on the side we need to loosen up this knob right here. And that allows this base to slide all the way down. Once it's all the way down, we're going to lock it down. And if I turn this around, you'll see this large knob right here. We're going to loosen that knob counterclockwise. And now we have freedom for this arm right here to adjust it. I'm just going to put it right there for now. I'm going to tighten it back down. Just like that. And then we're going to get our microphone. Take this right here. We're going to screw that little piece right there onto the tip of this. I'll turn it clockwise. Just like that. And then our microphone Slide from the back to the front, just like that. And so what's nice about this is you can actually position this however you want to. So typically, in most room correction software, you're actually going to be aiming it straight up, but I'm going to have to do some research to find out what they recommend with their software. But this is really nice step up from the standard cardboard box. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll grab one. So in comparison, this is an example of what comes with a lot of receivers nowadays. You've got this cardboard contraption that holds your Odyssey calibration mic in here, just like that. So it just kind of slides in there. But the one problem that I see with it is, I mean, you can adjust it, but that's it. You've got height, and you can lock it down with these little tabs. It definitely is flimsy, so you're probably going to damage it, and it's probably going to get kind of banged up and useless over the years. But with this one, it's going to last you forever. So that's really nice. Now another place I can see where you may want to mount it loosen this again, slide it down so we can mount it, wrong place, can mount it directly on top like that, or it looks like we can mount it directly facing up on this other one on the arm, and then you've got some freedom to adjust it however high you need it. So a lot more flexibility with this type of tripod versus this cardboard tripod. So nicely done, Anthem. So I'm really looking forward to checking out the ARC Anthem room correction software as well as the hardware. I've never had any experience with that, so you're going to join me with my journey into the world of Anthem room correction. So it should be a lot of fun, so stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that you'll be able to follow along as I learn and as I journey through this adventure with Anthem. Alright guys, so that's going to wrap up the unboxing and overview of Anthem's MRX 1120 flagship 11.2 channel receiver. Now I'll be doing a full review in a future video, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And for those of you that own Anthem products, I'd love to hear your thoughts on what receiver you're using, as well as maybe any tips or tricks that you might have for me as I begin to learn and set up ARC. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Also, be sure to follow us on social media on Facebook, as well as Instagram and Twitter. Now, if you want to find out more details about the Anthem product or want to purchase it, I'll leave a link in the description below. Well guys, that's going to wrap up the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like button. And until the next video, you guys be blessed.